Okay. So my next guest on Chat with Anju, episode 7, is my dearest, my most gentle, my guide, my friend, my inspiration since 2005, my teacher, Sangeeta Janiji. I really welcome you, and I'm so happy that you have honored me by being on this chat with me. Because the last 4 months, it's only about what you have taught. You were my angel, you were my guide. In 2005, I did my first course with you, Art of Living, and of course, we had you over, and you said I wanted Guruji to come over, and you said, of course you can have Guruji come over. Just say it
Thank
will
you.
happen. And he came. So I'm so thankful to you. So Sangeeta ji is one of the first initial teachers who trained under Guruji himself. Guruji Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, Art of Living Foundation. I think the whole world knows him. And I welcome you and just want to have a little chat with you
Thank
today.
you. Thank you. It's so nice. At least this way I get to see you.
Yeah. How have you
It's been
been?
so long otherwise. I'm good, very good. Actually, this lockdown has done me a lot of good, and I think it's done a lot of people a lot of good. It gives you time to introspect, gives you time to be with yourself, get to know yourself, spend more time with the family, do things that you've always wanted to do for yourself, but you haven't had the time to, right? So now you can focus on all those things.
Totally. And I
Lockdown
do,
is open for you all, but we are still more or less under lockdown right now. It's a little
yeah.
not so safe in Bombay to be out.
Yeah, Bombay is quite, I mean, I think the population is so vast, and then again, people don't really take it so seriously, right? The masks.
Right.
So, but Dubai, yeah, is opened up, but they're maintaining social distance everywhere. Yeah, yeah. So I read somewhere you're also known as a celebrity teacher.
Yeah. So whenever anyone says I'm a celebrity teacher, I say, yeah, it's because whoever does a course with me starts celebrating life, and that's how they become celebrities.
Yeah, and I just feel that I celebrate life and I feel like a celebrity. When I read that, I said, yes, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
How's
my
everything?
celebrity. Hmm.
All good?
Very good.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, first of all, I've never had the chance to sit and ask you about your journey when you started or uh, with Guruji, how he was your teacher and how, because now we can't, of course, get that access, but you had that. So you can talk a little bit about that.
It was in the initial years, more in the formative years of Art of Living, at least in India. This is 28 years ago. And I remember when I was a regular Bombay girl, leading a very regular Bombay lifestyle, which was a good lifestyle, fun lifestyle at that time. And one day I remember I was standing in front of the mirror wearing mascara. And I looked at this body and I looked at the face and I said, oh my God, what a pretty face. I saw that face as separate from mine. And I said, what a pretty, 28 years ago. I said, what a pretty face. And I said, I wonder who made that face. And I wonder who put me in that body, you
Wow.
know? So this question came and I'm like, whoever you are who created me, please manifest somehow and guide me, show me, tell me, why am I here? What is the purpose? Can't be to wear mascara and go out every evening or to do whatever I was doing. I was working jewelry designer. I was designing jewelry and gemstones and selling. And I was like, yeah, fine, that's good, that's nice, but that can't be the purpose of my life. There has to be more. There has to be a reason why I'm here. A lot of effort went into forming this body and putting me into it. What was this effort for? And so that's, it was like a deep prayer that whoever you are, manifest. And then in a few days, someone called me and said that there's someone coming from Bangalore and she's going to teach a course, a Sudarshan Kriya course. Can she stay with you? Yes, certainly, why not? And then I see that, when this prayer came up in my heart, that's when Gurudev was in Bangalore. And there was one, that time there were no Indian teachers. There's one teacher who was there from America. And he calls her and he says, why don't you go to Bombay and teach a course? And she says, go to Bombay? At that time there were riots. You remember in 92,
Yeah.
those Hindu Muslim riots were going on. So uh, She says, because there are riots going on, there's no place for me to stay. And why do you want me to go to Bombay? He says, just go to Bombay. And she said, I'm not well. He says, go to Bombay and drink plenty of coconut water. So she came to Bombay and I saw this skinny, scrawny thing. And I said, oh my God, some guru's trapped her. So I kept giving her coconut water every hour on the hour. And so that was my introduction to the art of living.
Yeah.
And then the following week or something, sometime later, there was a course in Rishikesh. And that's when I first met Gurudev. Even that has a story behind it. I was to land there, and the previous night there was a bomb scare at the Delhi airport. And so there was at the time it was very small art of living, just a few people. So they were all sitting around Gurudev, and they were saying, "Now there's someone who's coming from Bombay. We don't know if she's coming." So Gurudev said, "Who's coming from Bombay?" He said, "Oh, some girl, Sangeeta Jani." So
Mm.
this is what they say, that he looked up like that and he says, "Oh, whether any other flight arrives or not, her flight will surely arrive. So someone please go to the airport to receive her."
Wow.
And yeah.
And you all did the basic course with him, or what
No,
was it?
I had already done the basic course when the teacher came,
The
the
teacher.
American teacher came. And when I met him because we were on our way to Rishikesh to do the advanced course.
Mm.
But that advanced course was secondary. The moment I saw him, I felt like I knew him. I recognized him. The heart recognized him. I felt like I'd known him all my life. And I also felt like I'd been seeking him in everyone all my life, in all my relations, you know, whoever I met in life, I was seeking him. And I looked at him, I said, oh my God, it's him I've been looking for.
Wow.
It was like a heart recognized
Mm.
him from lifetimes.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I was just, I was being in at home for so many months. Like you said, we are all introspecting, and I've been introspecting a lot, doing a lot of meditation, following all the meditations that Guruji does online. So it's like, everyone's looking for happiness in different ways. We're doing courses, we're doing webinars, we're trying to improve our skills on virtual skills, because we never did that so much in school. We're all on virtual you know recordings, and everyone's looking for happiness in the family. Happiness lies for everyone. It's different in different places. I was wanted to ask you, as my teacher, where is your and what is your happiness for you now?
Everyone seeks for happiness in different places, right? And so some seek for it. And like you said, many, many things. They think this is going to make me happy, that is going to make me happy. They do something else and they say, no, not this, something else will make me happy. Fame, name, money, power, and then all these other different things, relationships. And then finally, after looking everywhere, they come here. And then they stop looking because this is where you find it, where you get it. Everyone is looking for that unshakable happiness, that happiness which cannot diminish, which doesn't leave you, unshakable, constant, steady happiness. And you are the source of happiness. We look for it outside. Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji speaks about a man who begs for pennies all his life outside, and then one day when he dies they pull down his hut and they start digging to build a high rise.
Hmm.
And what do they find over there? They find gold. So that gold had been dug there underneath. He was sitting on gold all his life, but looking, begging for pennies outside. So we are sort of like that, looking for happiness here, there, there. Tell me something, Anju. When you feel happy, say you do something, okay, whatever, you've met a friend, or you go for a holiday, or you've had a nice dish, or you've done something, you've seen a nice movie, you feel happy. Where do you experience the happiness? You experience it outside. Say you've got a nice painting, okay? Now you've seen that painting, you've brought it home, and it makes you very happy. Where are you experiencing that happiness? Is it in the painting or is it in you?
Something within, right?
You are the source of happiness. The
Yeah.
whatever else around you is just an excuse. And you don't always need an excuse to feel happy. You're the source of happiness. You don't need anything else external to make you happy. You can have everything, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, but understand that you are happiness. You're the source of happiness, and your happiness is only in your control. No one else's. You don't need anything to make you.
Do you think being in the present moment and becoming aware of every move or whatever's happening around you can help in the process of being happy because you are in the moment, you're living that moment. You know what I mean?
The only way to be happy. You cannot be happy in the past or in the future.
Present.
A memory of the past can make you happy now. A
Yeah.
hope for the future can make you happy now. But your happiness that you experience is only in the moment now. So
Yeah.
if you can even drop the past and the future, you experience that happiness now in you, right now, here.
Right now, yeah, yeah, and nothing more than this. Absolutely, yeah, yeah. And I think it's also helping me personally because of the meditation techniques. Because the more I meditate, the more I sit and let those thoughts come, go, and finally they disappear, and then I'm in the moment, you know. So that helps to even when I'm in normal life to be in the present moment.
So that's what meditation does. That is the purpose of meditation. It brings you more into the moment. Your memories keep pulling you into the past.
Yeah,
And where the future is when you feel that the present is not complete. You don't feel fulfilled in the present moment, then you keep looking to the future to make you happy. But when you meditate, you feel a sense of completeness, a sense of stillness, a sense of fullness in the moment. And so the mind then it centers, it stops, it freezes in the moment. It's happy being in the moment.
I read somewhere it was progress is equal to happiness. So is it progress is equal to happiness or is happiness equal to progress?
You
What?
tell me.
So for me,
What is
both
your
make.
experience?
So for me, progress makes happiness also because when I progress, I feel happy. So if I'm continuously making progress, I'm continuously being happy because what's our life journey? You always want to get better. It could be, I'm not talking of progress and making money or having a job or, but growing even in terms of my meditation or in terms of my, giving to society or giving to people or my sadhana, whatever. For me, that's progress. So I feel when I progress, I'm happy.
And tell me something, how long does that happiness last? As long as you experience the progress, isn't it?
Yeah,
Why? Because you're hooking your happiness to your progress.
right.
So when you realize that with that external progress or without that external progress, it's possible for you to be happy.
Yeah,
If you don't hook it to that, then you realize, oh, I'm the source of happiness. Why do I have to progress to be happy? I can be happy when I progress. I can be happy when I don't progress also. Because you don't need to hook it to anything else.
anything else.
Happiness is your nature,
Yeah, yeah.
and that is true progress. True progress is to have an undying, unshakable smile. That is true progress.
I love that because I see it all the time. You always have that smile, and you know, um, it just gives me so much of joy just looking at you.
No, truly, people keep looking for
Yeah,
success outside. What is
yeah,
real success? If you spend all your health, all your time, you sacrifice all your relationships, you sacrifice everything to achieve something that you think is going to make you happy. Does it really make you happy when you get it?
no. And then your
No.
goalpost shifts, right?
Right. Immediately start looking for something else to make you
Yeah,
happy.
I agree.
So, true success is an unshakable smile. Then everything else follows.
Yeah,
When you're so centered, everything follows. When you don't chase it, it chases you. Which, no, again, it should not be misinterpreted. It
yeah,
doesn't mean that you stop working, you don't work.
yeah, yeah.
You
You can't be
definitely give
lazy.
your 100%, but that feverishness, chasing things, thinking it's going to make you happy. You do it because you have to. Do it because it's your job. You do it because it's a responsibility that you have to fulfill. So you
Yeah.
do it. It is not necessary that just by achieving it, after achieving it, you're going to be happy.
Okay.
It's like all our lives we keep planning on being happy. It's all like making your bed all night. You spend making your bed, you don't have time to sleep on it.
Right.
It's like that.
That's true. Yeah. Life is a journey. You just enjoy every moment and move with it, right?
It's going to be over before you know it.
Before you know, yeah, it's true. It's true. So I have something because I've been meditating a lot, and I said, when I meditate, am I hearing the truth, the inner guidance, or in my meditation, or is it my ego? So you get so many thoughts, and of course you feel that's inner guidance, that's you, that's your intuition, or is it ego?
So it could be either. It's not so much about ego. The mind has many impressions. Every experience that we have in life is recorded in the form of an impression in the memory box. Now, when that happens, we don't always know it. It's a box. It's a closed box inside us, and these impressions keep coming up. Now, what happens is during meditation, these impressions get cleansed. So, in the process of that, you may experience some of these impressions, and a thought may come. So it's very hard to tell whether it's an intuitive thought or it is some old impression, at least in the initial stages when there are a lot of thoughts in meditation.
Mm.
So it's hard to tell which one it is at that time. So you just don't, in meditation is a time to rest. It's not a time to plan. It's not a time. Intuition can come later. It doesn't have to come during meditation. You may have, meditation is followed by a right thought, but it's not necessary it has to happen during meditation. Meditation is like rest. You just sleep. When you sleep well at night, what happens? You're more productive the next day. In the same way, when you've rested in meditation without really thinking about, oh, what thoughts are coming, what thoughts are not coming, is this an intuitive thought, is it something, without analyzing it, you just rest in meditation. After that what follows is intuition, is an intuitive thought.
Right. Sometimes I don't know, all my creative thoughts, when referring to my work, just pop up at that time.
Right.
Otherwise it doesn't. But when I'm in my meditative zone, suddenly I'll get, oh, I should do this and I should do this. And, you know,
So that can happen because you're rested.
rested. Yeah.
Creativity comes in a state of rest.
Yes.
But at that time, don't start thinking and saying, oh, now, should I do this? Should I do that? Don't start planning. Just be with that creativity and just feel full and happy at the creativity. And then when you open your eyes, you can work on it. But till then, you just be with your eyes closed.
Close. Yeah.
Rest.
Yeah. I
Meditate.
do my 20 minutes of silence. And automatically my eyes open in 20 minutes. So it's great. Initially, it was like, checking the clock and, having an alarm. But then, it's better not to because it kind of wakes you up. So when I
Yes.
say meditation, I just say, I am nothing, I know nothing, I do nothing. And then I go into it. So it's just kind of,
So these are the three rules in meditation. To have a deep meditation, first and foremost, you say, for now, you may have a lot of things you want in your life, but for now, in those 20 minutes, there's nothing you can do to achieve it. So say, for now, for these 20 minutes, I want nothing. Everything's fine just the way it is. Because if you want something, you will never be able to settle down. You will never be able to meditate. The mind will keep running, will keep chasing it. So you say, for now, for these 20 minutes, I want nothing. I just settle down. And then you say, I don't want to make any kind of an effort. When there is nothing to achieve, when you don't want anything, what effort can you make? What do you need to make an effort for? So you say, okay, I don't want to make any kind of an effort. I just want to let go and be. That's it. Not even to meditate. I don't even want to make an effort during meditation. And then the third is, you say, for now, there is no association with this name, this form, my relations, my position, my achievements, my qualities, my nothing. Right now, for now, I'm nobody. I just am. That's it. You just drop everything. When you just drop everything and you sit, then meditation just happens automatically. It's
Yeah,
like sleep. You can't carry a desire to bed, you won't be able to sleep. You can't carry a will to do something when you're sleeping because you won't be able to sleep then. Right? You have to
absolutely.
let go. You have to just drop everything, let go.
That's true. So, my next question is: in life, one goes through so much. When do they know? When does one know that they have to surrender? You have your free will, you have everything, but when do you really surrender?
You know, the reason you go through all these things in life is so that you surrender. You will keep going through challenges till you surrender. Now,
Uh,
what is it to surrender is also play acting. There is nothing like surrender, meaning what do you have to surrender anyway? What is it that you own? What is it that is yours in life? Your body is not yours, your relations are not, they're all gifts. Whatever you own, whatever you possess, your achievements, all these are gifts. It's not that you own any of it, it can be taken away like that.
yes,
So, surrender meaning just letting go, just having the faith that I am being taken care of. That is surrender. And you don't wait for that to happen. You just wake up anytime you wake up. You know, the mind wakes up. You say, yeah, really, I'm being taken care of. Every moment of my life, I've been taken care of through someone or the other,
mm,
through something or the other, but I've been taken care of. When you recognize this, then that is surrender.
yeah, very beautiful.
Having
Very,
that faith that you're taken care of.
yeah, yeah. Just recognizing, and then you really don't have to surrender anything because
Yeah.
you know.
Surrender is not an action. Surrender is not a decision. Surrender is not
Mm,
something you do. Surrender is not even in your control.
yes, yeah,
So just
that's
know that you're surrendered and
mm,
just have that faith that I'm being taken care
yeah. That's so true. Very, very well said. Yeah. And with so much insecurity now, and I mean, the pandemic, nobody knew this was going to happen. This was a complete, we are all in surrender kind of, now. What choice do we
of.
have?
So nature has a way of teaching us all these things.
Yeah.
And nature's doing a good job right now with the pandemic. Hmm. We're all locked at home. You know, people have been sacrificing family time. They've been sacrificing their health. They've been sacrificing so much just chasing things, running around. And it's more like running on a treadmill. You're just
Yeah.
running in one place. There's nowhere really to go. No one knows where they're going. The whole world is running, so they're also running. This gives
Yeah.
us time to slow down, to cool down, to appreciate our family, to build that bond again. That's something we've always wanted. Unfortunately, we regret it at the time of death. We say, time has just gone, and I have spent no time with my family. My family's waited for me. I have had no time for my family. For yourself, even for yourself, you will not believe the amount of I just announced a course, 200 people register in 2 days.
Wow.
Meaning people are looking for something. People are looking for solace. Everyone's looking for it right now. And it's a good thing. Nature has kind of hit us
Yes.
on the head and said, come on, do
Yeah.
what you're here to do. Find yourself, spend time with yourself, get to know yourself. Enjoy your own company. You're allowing the whole world, your entire life goes and allowing others to enjoy your company, but you have not made time to enjoy your own company. When are you going to do it? No?
So true. So
Yeah.
it's so beautiful to see. I mean, not for the people who have been hurt, of course, but it's a good correction which nature has.
Of course, it's not nice to see those who are hurt, but at the same time, if you see the total number of deaths have reduced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
anyway,
Otherwise, there's so many more people, yeah, dying through. So, if you look at it from another perspective, just shift your vision a little. Of course, those who suffer, suffer. I mean, those who lost their people or those who really suffered know what it uh, feels like to go through. again, you see people, there's so many illnesses that take away lives.
Mm.
Like that, this is one more illness. We're just afraid of it because we don't have, uh, it's new. We're not prepared for it. There is no medication for it, we feel. But overall, it's not taking as many lives as many other illnesses would have taken.
Right.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And there's more deaths even with accidents. So,
Right.
this
Those
way,
are reduced, completely stopped.
yeah, there's no flights, there's no, people are at home.
Right.
So, so I was also wanting to, so when we do an intention or what we say, the sankalpa, having an intention, how can
Right.
one truly abide by it? Like if I have my sankalpa, could I have many sankalpas or could I have just one at the same time? Or how do you focus on one or many?
Sankalp is an intention. That
Yeah,
is the meaning of a sankalp. It's an intention.
yeah,
And so many intentions for any average person. A person makes so many sankalpas in a day, so many intentions come up in a day, don't they? You feel like, okay, now I'm going to have a cup of tea. Then you say, let me wait a little while. And then, another intention suddenly comes up. Maybe I should exercise. And then you
mm,
say, but I'm still feeling full after some time. So there's so many sankalps and so many vikalps. Vikalps are anti-sankalp. And like you make an intention and then you find a reason not to carry that out. Right? So it's like a back and forth on that intention. So it's called sankalp and vikalp. So we have so many sankalps that come up like that in a day, and then there's so many vikalps also that come up like that in a day. Everyone, for everyone, and so these sankalps usually are not very powerful. They may or may not manifest. But when you're a meditator, they say yogi doesn't have
mm,
that many sankalps a day because the mind becomes more still. So the mind is not constantly running after things. It's not constantly making sankalps. Okay, so now I want this, I want that. Now I know.
choices.
There are
Yeah,
few more intentions. And those intentions are usually bigger intentions. It's not about small things. Like it's not about I want a car, or I want a dress, or I want those intentions are more about meaningful things, larger things, So and it naturally comes, it naturally
for me, I
happens.
meant like purpose. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like a bigger purpose,
Yeah.
right? Meaning happiness for the world, or what can I do
I do.
for the underprivileged, or what can I do for a bunch of children, or how can I save the environment, like a bigger purpose.
Hmm.
That is what comes because when you meditate as a yogi, you become more content. When you're
Yes.
content, the heart is not constantly running after things.
Hmm.
You're more settled. And then the sankalp that comes is about larger things, meaningful things, bigger things. And that usually
Yeah.
fructifies because all
It,
that energy goes into
yeah.
one
One bigger purpose.
intention. It's
Yeah.
not that energy is not divided between multiple intentions.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So, yeah. Nice. Huh?
And
That's actually a secret. One of the secrets
yeah.
that yogis know how to work with.
Yeah. 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 Right. So, so anything you have to say for my audience before we kind of, wind up on this chat?
Just see life as a play. Don't take life too seriously. We're all here for a very short while. Just look back and see how many years have gone by 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80. How many years have gone by? And whatever is left is not a lot, it's very little. That will also go like that. So treat life like a game, like a play, and know that this is not your final destination. And also know that there is a loving hand taking care of everyone, every being. Whenever you feel insecure, just look at the birds, look at the dogs. They're being taken care of. They don't have to go and they don't need crores of rupees to buy a home. They don't have multi-million dollar homes. They make their nests. They find stuff that they need for their nests. It never crosses their mind that I need to have a huge bank balance to make a nest.
Absolutely.
They get their food. They get everything that they need. So there is a loving hand providing for everyone, for every being. When the loving hand has created us, the loving hand is also taking care of us. Give it a chance. Just relax, take life lightly, and meditate. Meditation at this time is the key for everyone. It boosts your immunity, it gives mental clarity, it gives mental and physical strength. Meditation has so many benefits. I cannot even begin to talk about them. You will experience them when you do it. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Do this for yourself and be happy. Just be happy. That's all.
Thank you so much for your time. And everybody, please follow Sangeeta Jani on her YouTube channel because she's got some interesting topics there on relationships. I mean, it was quite nice to hear the chat that you had last time. So please go on to her channel and do have you will get a lot of exposure on different topics from from a different angle. Yeah. Thank you and look forward to seeing you soon. Uh,
Thank you. It's so nice seeing you. I
yeah,
haven't seen you in so long. We speak now and then, but this is
yeah,
really nice spending so much time with you.
yeah. It was so nice spending time. Yeah,
And I hope when all this is over, we'll meet soon again.
for sure, for sure. Thank you, thank you.
Bye bye.
If you have enjoyed the video, please click on the like, share, and subscribe button. Click on the bell button for notifications of new videos.